Orono's had a library for over 100 years, but we've never really had a permanent home, including when we were in the Orono High School for over 40 years, which was supposed to be a temporary situation. So this library's been here since 2009. When we built it, we knew that we were building it too small. We could only raise funds for 6,000 square feet when we knew we needed 12,000 square feet.
There have been times when we've had people sitting out on the edges because the room's not big enough for us. So it'd be nice to have a bigger room where people could really all get around the table.
I feel like there'll be more opportunities for outreach, more community events, more, get people into the library.
Our kids grew up in Orono, but the library was up at the high school, and it wasn't a place you could socialize in really like this is. And then expanding this is just going to be all the better.
Prior to the time that this building was built, the library was up at the high school and it didn't serve the community well at all. But since then, it has become vital in terms of encouraging the types of things that are happening here, as well as serving the functions that library typically function.
The Orono Public Library Foundation made a commitment to increase the square footage in the future, and we are now at the future. So we're looking at an expansion for the library that will include many new spaces, including one for teens, one for a quiet reading room for adults, a larger children's room, as well as some staff space, and a larger community room.
I've seen the blueprint. It just looks amazing. It means the library will be able to do so much more for so many people. And I'm just so excited to see the expanded library. I'm like a 5-year-old before Christmas.
And I remember when the library was up where the Keith Anderson Center is now. That was the library when we were down in the grade schools, and then went to the high school, and now it's here.
I feel like this library is so community focused and really focused on building community in Orono. They have all of these clubs, and they do all these events, and really trying to get people, interested.
The library is just really like the heart of the community. It really is. I mean, where else in town can you go do this? And you really can't. So they've been welcoming to us, like I said, we can come in anytime.
I'm John. I'm often here in the library because this is a really, really nice copier. I used to drive to Bangor to do this sort of mischief. John Bryan. Hey, I want to show you something else. A couple from the university had been running a games afternoon here on Wednesday afternoons, and they were both graduating. So Laurie asked me to see if I could keep it going. And we had a blast in here. So I try and the kids are bringing games. So we were building a game collection for this room. There's some truly great games in here. It needs to be organized, but I would like a lot of people to know that there's much fun to be had in that cabinet.
Puedo decir que la gente aquí es muy amable y todos hablan como pueden. Por ejemplo, algunos todos son hispanohablantes que hablan perfectamente y algunos de estos están aprendiendo. Así que es muy amable pasar una hora aquí. So what I said was that the people here are very friendly and nice, and nobody judges your Spanish because we have 2 people here that are native speakers, and that helps a lot because they correct us all. But it's just a nice way to spend an hour.
It allows you to come and socialize in a supportive way also, because there's many, many people like yourself. So you can share and they can share, so you can find that can be very helpful. And it helps with loneliness, because when we're by ourselves, no matter who you are, young, old, or you will get lonely. Especially if you like people and you like, communicating with other people, you'll enjoy a setting like the library.
One of the women here organizes a food bank at St. Anne's in Bradford. And so she also does scarves, hats, blankets. I've made some blankets. And starting in October, those will be given out at the food bank along with food. So, keep people warm.
So what we're seeing here is not just books going out of the door, but we are also seeing people coming in and staying. So we are very much a community gathering space, a safe space for people to come when there's nowhere else to go, or they always feel welcome when they come through the door as well. So that's one goal that we have, is to make sure that everybody in our community feels like this is their Library.
The Orono Public Library to me is this nexus of community. You just never know what kind of new partnership or collaboration is going to happen. And working there at the front desk, I get to see a lot of those partnerships happen sort of naturally. And then I also get to innovate with programming that gets me really excited about bringing people together. Like our youth garden here that we have developed in partnership with the Orono Community Giving Garden, which that garden has been around for 25 or 30 years, and they grow produce to give to individuals in need, and the food pantry. Well, we didn't see enough children there. I would bring my kiddos and they'd be the only young ones there. So that was the initial inspiration for starting the Orono Youth Garden. I wanted to encourage intergenerational partnerships, get people of all ages working together and sharing skills. I wanted to get kids excited about ecology and about growing their own food, nutrition, and also just the idea that everyone should have access to good, healthy food.
Radishes, and spinach, and raspberries.
One of the things that I don't think enough people know about the library is that we have passes to a whole bunch of local attractions. I personally just went to go see the Fantastics at Penobscot Theater on Friday through using my library passes. Calling is usually easiest, but we can work on email or in person. And most of the time it's a digital pass, but some of them are physical that you pick up and take with you, like to the Discovery Museum if you've got kids. And it's just as simple as you asking for a date and us saying whether it's available or not. The Friends of the Orono Public Library pays for them every year. I think they consider it to be a public service so that everybody can join the amenities in our community.
We're books, we're events, space to feel safe, to be who you want to be. I want to just feel like it's like, this is Orono. When people think about Orono, I feel like they think about the library. Libraries are sort of a cure for the modern issues of isolation at all ages. And having just a community gathering space where you can form those kinds of connections and friendships that last outside of this space is so important, especially given a lot of the problems that like older adults have with getting out of their houses and finding friends and community. So it's just important to have that sort of lifeline in these times to provide a space where people can really connect with each other on a deeper level.
The engagement we have with the community, the values that we as a library share internally, but then externally with the community are values that I just hold really dear.
I think parents come here to connect and bring their children to experience books and literature.
As a mother, I feel like library is a special space or a safe space that help children grow, and also parents as well. I mean, if I'm in the house with the kids, there's so much unpaid care work. So that takes quite a lot of my time. And also children tend to get distracted in the house because of technology. But when they come to the library, it's this kind of a big safe space whereby they talk, they get to meet other children, connect, and also get to read books and grow mentally, socially.
I think one of the greatest things we do with the children's programming is we're really building community. So we're getting kids of all ages together and they're learning from each other. And it's just a great way to see the relationships blossom between the children, but also between the parents, because sometimes raising kids can be isolating. And so to see the relationships being built is really important, especially we have families that are learning English. And so to watch them not only be able to communicate with others in their own language, but then also build their English skills is really important. And we see that with the parents and the children that come to story time.
I love the sense of community that it builds here. I love the story times. It's just so fun to be here. And I love the books that they have too.
We are in the wonderful children's section where kids of all ages from 0 to 21 and older can find books that they really like. We've got a great picture book section, and over here is where kids can play and have fun, and this is where we do our story times.
Colleen, what do you like about the library? What's your favorite thing about the
library?
Coloring? Okay, that's good. Well, for myself, I live in Orono and I have 2 kids, and it's been a great place for us to expose the kids to a variety of things. One thing, of course, just being what a library has to offer, but in terms of books and general programming, but we also use it as a space to run a fiddle group for kids and families, which we do every week at the library, so it creates a space for that. We actually had a hard time getting space, actually. finding a public space where you could just play music. It was actually more challenging than you would expect. So that's another. And then, of course, these concerts are really a great way for everyone to come out. I know a lot of people enjoy them. And I play in a band called the Tough End String Band, which is performing today. And we've invited the fiddle group here to play with us as well. So it's been, for us, it's been a very nice central point for the town.
Every day after school, we get middle schoolers and high schoolers that come and spend their time in this section. So they do the best they can, but a lot of times they're sitting on the floor because we just have run out of space. And then they're sitting against the shelves, so kids who want to look at the books can't look at books because there's kids spread out everywhere. So this new building will give us a space for the teens specifically. That's one of our biggest reasons for expanding the library, is that the middle schoolers and high schoolers need their own space.
I think what makes the Orono Public Library special is that it's inclusive for everyone, and it can be kind of like a home away from home for a lot of people.
Having a sense of home is not just confined to your house, it's confined to the entire community of Orono. And I feel like this place embodies a sense of home for a lot of people. Like, people can come in here and feel comfortable talking to us, telling us about their day, telling us about the books that they're reading. And I think that's an invaluable asset in today's world. It's happy that we have regulars that come in, and this is like just a part of their world.
The library, I believe, is the heart of the community of Orono. They have all kinds of programs, art programs, history programs for people of all kinds of interests. They have programs for toddlers up to adults. They often bring authors in to tell about their books and artists. They have interest groups like knitting, and they have books for all ages. It's a place where people from all over town can mingle, can get to make friends. So I just think that it is the living heart of Orono.
The people make the Orono Library a special place to be. I love learning new things that just happen every day in my job. I love learning about new people and building relationships with the kids and families. It really is community, and I think that's what makes it really special to me. This is a safe place. We want it to be a safe place for everyone, and I think we work hard to make that happen, and I think that's one of the really special things about this place. It's a third space. It's a place where people can go and there's no expectation that they spend money, and they can hang out here all day, and I think that's really important in today's society, that people, they need a place to go, and this is a great place for that to happen.